welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be featuring a one brand review on Patrick Ta Beauty. I'll be featuring two looks because there's a lot to go through and I really wanted to try it on my face. I'm featuring the monochromatic collection from Patrick Ta as well as the major headlines collection. So these two are the major kind of additions into his brand, and it covers like everything makeup. So if you guys want to stick around to find out my thoughts, then just keep on watching. Alright, the first product would be the Major Brow Shaping Wax. I have two shades, or at least one of them is the clear version. It kind of looks like it's in a tin at this point, but it's just clear as in it's completely colorless. Packaging is really gorgeous, and the tinted version I've been using for a couple of times now, and I did an IG video so you can see it's already marked up. Same packaging, but it's a tinted wax. So today I'm going to be showing you both products, and yeah, I just usually use like any sort of spray. I put it in the product, just maybe 2 spritz, and you can see it gets a little bit damp. I'm using the Patrick Ta dual-ended brow brush as well, with a spoolie and a flat tip. So you just run through the product, it becomes like that. And basically how I like to use it, on this brow I'm just going to use the wax straight. So I'm going to come up pretty close so you guys can see. This is without any product. The wax is primarily to give your brow hairs a little bit more thickness and hold. So with any wax products, even for wax products you use in your actual hair, it will give like a really structured look and a lot of definition. Alright, so this is with the product. You can see the skin under my brows is tinted brown, and this is without any product. Okay, I'm going to show you the clear version, but I'm going to do my brows with a brow pencil. So very quickly, I'm just going to lightly shape my brows and give it a bit of structure because the clear version of this shaping wax does not add tint. Similarly, you just want to spray the wax to get it a little bit moist. Using the same brush, I just cleaned it off with a tissue. You want to saturate the spoolie with as much product. And this is just with a little bit of, brow pencil. Just want to comb it through. With the clear version, I find that it provides like a very distinct hole. And I like that it's clear because like sometimes you just want that additional structure that only a brow pomade or a brow pencil can provide, and that definition, but this adds like the additional texture to the hairs. I think one thing that I would say that is a little bit of a learning curve is the fact that sometimes you just have to decide whether or not you like your brow hairs plastered to the skin. Like really you can just use this edge of the brow brush and like really just make sure the brow hairs are stuck to the skin. That way you can see the exact shape, and it's just a learning curve in terms of like knowing how you want to do your brows, because with this product I feel like it adds so much definition to the hairs. It almost looks like microblading, which is a look in itself and maybe a little bit tricky because you might not be used to it, but for me I really like that look because I do use the soap brows. I just find that with this wax it deposits like a little bit of substance onto the brow hairs, which makes it look really thick. So this is the brow with the clear brow gel and the brow pencil, and this is just with the tinted wax. Just gonna go in with my brow pencil because you can see while it is tinted, it doesn't look as structured. So just to even out both sides. Alright, the first look I'm going to feature is the Monochromatic Moment. So I picked up the Velvet Blush in the shade She Sincere. All the packaging is really similar, and this is the shade She Sincere. So it's kind of marketed to be this set where you can just apply it on your cheeks, on your eyes, and you can get a look with it. So that will be the first look. From the same collection, I got the gloss in the shade She Is a Influencer. Looks like that. It's just with a lot of reflex. And the lip liner is She's Humble, which comes in this really cool kind of packaging. and it's a click up format, so when I use it later you can just basically like press the bottom and it will click upwards. So basically I'm not going to use bronzer for this because I'm going to pile on this blush. It's my first time using it, so we'll see. How I usually like to apply blush is in a swiping up motion. So far this color is applying very well. It's not like patchy. It's a very nice warm undertone, a peachy undertone. So that's just a really gorgeous, like a peachy shade. It looks really nice on my skin tone. I'm going to apply this on the eyes as well. It's a little bit powdery a formula, I find. It's not like Natasha Denona shadows where it's really buttery. That's how it looks like on the eyes. I quickly did my lashes. You can see like the peach tones that are coming on the skin as well as pulling together with the eyes using this lip liner called She's Humble. And like I mentioned, there's a click up. You can basically like only click it upwards. You can't reverse the direction. Not sure if you guys can see, but like the tip is pretty interesting. It's like a flat tip. And I'm gonna use the lip gloss in She's an Influencer. It has a very subtle mint flavor, but it's not like invasive or anything, and the shimmer is so beautiful. It's like a refined shimmer that plumps the lips. There's no plumping qualities, but it's super non-sticky as well. So this is the Monochrome Moment look using my purchases from that collection as well as the shaping wax. Alright, the next collection from Patrick Ta is the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush as well as lipsticks and other blush shades. So it comes in the same packaging, but this one's a little different. Actually, this packaging reminds me of the Tom Ford packaging, but it comes with like the uneven clasp, and it has this where the cream is covered by a lid. The cream is covered by a lid, and this is Shiso LA, and this is a powder. So probably gonna use this shade on one side of my face and show you the other shade that I have, which is Do We Know Her? And similarly, same packaging, a little bit brighter. Comes with the cream and the powder. So on the right side of my face, I'm gonna just use Shiso LA. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a dual fiber brush into the cream section. Let's see how a gentle layer looks like on the right. So the cream isn't like a flat matte. It has a little bit of a, I wouldn't say shimmer, it's just like a little bit glossy, but not super shiny as well. So you can see the color slowly coming through. I would say it's not that pigmented. I thought that because it looks like that, it would look a lot more pigmented. I'm just bringing it up to my temples like I did earlier. So that's how it looks like. Not sure if you guys can tell, but it's a, in person it has a orangey dark brown shade. So it's not super orange, but it isn't like a ashy brown. It's like a sun-kissed brown, if that makes sense. So this is with, and you can see there's a certain shine to the skin, and this is with nothing. So you can tell that this is a buildable pigment. I would say this compared to the Fenty Beauty cream shadows or cream blushes and bronzers is very comparable because it does come across a little bit more sheer, and then it's buildable when you want the pigment there. Alright, I'm going to go into the powder, take it and go over the area. Powder is the same formula as earlier in the monochromatic look. I love this shade because it's like a very nice bronzy shade, so I'm just going to take it down the chin as well. So that's how it looks like. This is with nothing, and this is with Shiso LA. Alright, this is Do We Know Her? It's a pretty bright, I would call this like almost a fuchsia, but if I recall, actually the picture doesn't look this bright, so there's something off with their photo taking on the website. But similarly, go into the cream first. Alright, so this is a lot brighter, and actually the pigment for this shows up almost instantly, but it still is a sheer to buildable finish. On the skin, I would say it has a sheer pink undertone. So I think you can probably tell at this point the difference. This is a little bit more brown, which I think when I showed it on its own you can't really tell, but distinctly on this side you can tell that there is a brighter undertone. So it's really up to preference, but I do like a mixture of two, so I probably like to experiment with using this but with like a pop of this bright shade on the tops of the cheek for a bit of dimension. I'm gonna use the blush at the bottom and just add it on. I like that it's a cream powdered duo because the powder then dampens or like, you know, lessens the shine on the cheeks. And yes, I know I'm using a lot of blush, but in person it isn't that, you know, bright. Like I'm looking at the mirror and it isn't too much. This is Do We Know Her on this side, and this is She's So LA. I'm just gonna quickly try to even out these two blush looks, and I'm probably gonna be using She's So LA on the eyes, so I'll come back to you. Okay, so with the cream, I'm just gonna use my finger. It feels so like emollient, the texture. It doesn't feel like a stiff cream. I'm just gonna apply this all over the lid. I think this kind of cream product has a very nice glossy finish, so if you want that like glossy eye look, you can just swipe this on the lid. And going into the powdered section, I think I'm just gonna dust it on the outer areas so that I still maintain the shine in the middle. I do want to make this look really dramatic, so I did go a bit heavy-handed, but intentionally, because I am wearing the INH pony and I want to take some pictures. Okay, I did my lashes and using another lip liner that I got, and I think this is, yeah, from the Major Headlines collection, but I got a nude lip liner because this looked incredible. It's called She's So Single, or Oh She's Single. Everything is just like so sassy, but similar packaging. It's really hard to show, but you just click it up. I'm gonna line my lips and show you how it looks like without any lipstick on top. I'm loving this color already. It's like a true brown, a warm brown. It's so gorgeous. It's like a bold lip for me because I am pretty pale, but I think it matches really well with the skin and the eyes. And I like that, you know, I went a bit heavy-handed with the eyes. And can you believe it? I used blushes for this, so I think that was a real good revelation. From Major Headlines as well, I got these two really bold, fun lipsticks. I'm gonna try both of them for you. The first one is She's Not From Here. Oh my gosh, like this packaging seriously has Tom Ford vibes. But yeah, I see what he's doing. So this is how it looks like. It's a matte formula, so I'm just gonna do this bright orangey red first. It's so pigmented. I feel like you need a lip brush with this lipstick because it's like, see, like even with this edge, applying it with the lipstick was a little bit difficult. Yeah, a lip brush is definitely necessary if you want like a very crisp line. So that's how the red looks like. It's so nice. Like it's definitely a look, and I would definitely need to change up the eyes a little bit. But yeah, obviously my top pick will still be the liner on its own. But I think it's like pretty fun with this pony, don't you think? I still don't know which lip color I want with this look. So I'm just gonna apply the other lipstick, which is also a bold color. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Similarly, this is the packaging. And it's a brick kind of burgundy shade. This shade is She Must Be New. I'm gonna apply it straight. And this is like a vampire-ish look. Seriously, the lip color is so gorgeous. Like, needs like more grayish tones on the eyes to balance it out, but it's such a beautiful color. Like, I don't know what you guys think, but this is the major headline collection from Patrick Ta. It's supposed to be like really like embodying the nightlife, embodying like, you know, major headlines, like just really controversial, I guess. But yeah, I like how white it makes my teeth look. And yes, I definitely need like a proper bronzer with this bold lips, but yeah, I just wanted to use only Patrick Ta products. But typically what I would do is I could use like a powdered bronzer. This is one I'm really liking from Fenty Beauty, and just go to give it a bit more bronze, or use like a slightly darker shade foundation and a little bit of highlighter. I think, I'm not sure if you guys know, but I did an IG live talking about how, like, you know, I don't usually contour my nose, but same from Fenty, I'm just using a highlighter on the bridge of my nose so that it looks a bit more structured. Just very simply, that would be the last look from the major headlines collection. And yes, with anything regarding bold lips, that will be a video for another time, but I really like how this looks like together with the INH pony. This is the I Am Kacey pony, and I just really like it. I feel like Kacey Musgraves, who is a country singer and who this ponytail is inspired by. And yeah, I'll leave all the information in the description box, and I hope you guys enjoyed this brand review of everything that I bought from Cult Beauty from Patrick Ta. I just think it's a very innovative brand, even though it just ticks all the boxes in terms of, oh okay, it's a blush, oh okay, it's a lipstick, but it does stand out for someone who is a newbie as a brand owner. But the brow wax was, to me, revolutionary, because I do like the soap brows, but soap tendency is that, you know, it doesn't give it that extra fibers, not really fibers, but the additional product to each brow hairs, and wax really like clings on and gives it that thickness. And yeah, everything from it is really beautiful, very catered to makeup artists as well, so that's why I really like it. I will leave my prolonged thoughts, because this is a first impressions, in the description box. I will leave everything there where you can buy it, how I feel about it, and yeah, if you guys want to know any other thing, feel free to DM me on Instagram and we can chat there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.